Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you want to know how I made this absolutely sexy look, please stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, I'm using my beauty blender and the PLOUISE base in shade 3, and I'm just evenly distributing the product across her lid. And I'm taking the JUVIAS Place NOMAD palette, and I've taken a really light muddy green color as her transitional color just to start off. There's no shades names written on the palette, so yeah. So now I've taken a light brown shade and I'm using that just above the brow bone, and I'm using that to blend it in, because sometimes greens, if you don't blend it with a brown color, it can look like someone punched you in your eye. No, you don't want that. Now I'm just blending the two of them together. Remember, you need to pat. This is a pat situation. Don't swipe, pat. Okay, so now I'm taking a very dark khaki army green and I'm putting that right on her lid and around, just to give it a very nice smoky eye. So we're going to intensify the look and make it look really nice. So now I have taken a brown shade and I've placed that right by the lash line. And I'm just blending everything in. Remember, the key is to blend. Make sure everything is seamless. So I'm taking some of that PLOUISE base and I'm putting that right in her eye, like right in the middle, just to create a spotlight effect and to base my shadow. Now I'm using a very nice shimmery, it's like a gold champagne eyeshadow, and I'm placing that right in the middle of her lid just to highlight and accentuate the green. And I'm going back in with those colors I used previously just to blend everything in and create a spotlight shadow. So as you can see, I'm patting that in with all the various colors. Now I'm taking MAC Smolder. I love this pencil. It's really smoky, it's beautiful, it's creamy, and I'm putting that right above her lash line. Right now, I don't really like liquid liners because I think we're grown. We need to start looking a bit more, you know, of age, yeah? And smoky is so in season. So now I'm taking Revolution's Pearl Lights Loose Highlighter. Girls, if you want a highlighter that's cheap and affordable, this is your go-to. So now I'm taking the GLOWENA Vitamin C Serum, and girls, when I tell you, you need a serum in your facial routine. Now this is going to make my client's skin so glowy. I massage it in the skin, get the blood pumping, and it's just a great base, and I just love this serum. It's gonna make you look amazing. So now I'm taking that TIMECHECK lotion and I'm gonna use that to blur out the pores, give you a nice soft matte finish, and it's gonna create a great base for that foundation, which you can see I'm placing on her face using the MATCHMASTER shade 9.0. What I love about this foundation is that it has oxygen pigments in it, which means that it can customize to your own personal skin shade color, which is amazing. And I'm using a buffing brush to just go and buff and diffuse that in, and you'll see that with the duration of the video it will turn into her own personal skin shade. I'm also going with a beauty blender to just concentrate in the areas where I feel like she needs a bit more coverage. Remember guys, it's not about packing on a load of product, it's about carefully and strategically placing them where you need it the most. So now I am using the JUVIAS Place concealer, and what I'm doing with that is highlighting her face. Because I went quite lightly with the foundation, it gives me the free room to basically highlight the hell out of her face. So I'm using the beauty blender to just basically go in and diffuse that highlighter and concentrate in those center points of her faces where the light will hit and it'll be like bam, you know. And yeah, like I do like to highlight. and I believe that you need to highlight strategically and with the right shade. Don't go for something too white, no, go for something that suits your client and really enhances that melanin. So what I'm doing is using the Mercier powder just on the inner bit, and I'm placing the loose setting powder in Gobi to just give her a bit of color, and I just don't want it to look too white and ashy, so I'm placing it above each other. I don't usually like to bake, but I let these products sit on her face just for a couple of seconds, only because I want the color to really show and look nice and prominent on her face, since her eyeshadow is quite dark and you want to bring out the face when it's quite dark. So I'm gonna contour now with the Cover FX. Girl, I love this stuff. This, hey, you need it. When I tell you, I never used to really think contour was all that. I still don't care for it. I always use powders, but this time I understand, because my client has really beautiful high cheekbones. This really just accentuated and highlighted those beautiful features, and what I have done is taken that same loose powder to basically line the bottom of her cheekbones. So as you can see, it has a very prominent and beautiful look, very precise, very amazing. I just love it. Like, girl, I cut them cheeks. No, you need to rate me out here. So I'm setting that contour with the Powder Blush Raisin. As I said, I don't like harsh contour, bam, no. You need to warm it up. It needs to glow. It needs to look seamless. People don't need to see, yeah, she's highlighted here, she's contoured here. It needs to look uniform. So what I'm doing is taking a beauty blender and a brush, and I'm diffusing it so you can't see the lines of demarcation which I have made. I'm also using my beauty blender to basically buff out that highlight that I set, and I'm also using some rose water and glycerin spray to make sure no harsh lines and powderiness is seen. I'm also using the Sun Power. I don't need to talk too much. You guys know I love Sun Power to contour, and I'm putting that all over her nose to give her a very gentle. We want no harsh lines, and I'm taking that Sun Power and I'm placing that right on her cheekbones. So yeah, and I'm taking that Taj Mahal. You guys know I love me some Charles Mahal, you know, it's just so beautiful. And I'm taking the Nubian Glow highlighter. That's going to be my first of many, and I'm placing that all on the high points of her brow and the rest of her face, and girl, she's about to glow. So I'm using that Revelation highlighter, and I'm using that as well. Girl, you don't know, this is just the beginning of many highlighters, and I'm just setting the face because this secret guys, nah, you need to rate me out here. I ain't gonna reveal this secret anytime soon, but this okay, cool, I'm not even gonna say nothing. But I'm using the JUVIAS Place NOMAD palette, and I'm using those same shades I used above, below, but I'm using a brighter color. So I'm going to use a yellow as well, just to really brighten it up. I was thinking of the jungle when I was thinking about this. I was thinking about something quite exotic, just to brighten up her under eye, because sometimes green is it's dark, like somebody punching your face. No. So anyway, I'm using some mascara to just basically blend in her eyelashes, and I'm going in with my lip liner, and I'm using that to carve out her lips and give her a very nice defined pouty lip shade. And as you can see, I'm just going around the perimeters of her lips. Now I'm taking this lip gloss, lip stain, lip powder. I've forgotten what they call these things where they turn matte, but I'm basically using a brush to diffuse it out because I didn't want it to look like the pencil to look too harsh. So I'm using that lip stain to basically diffuse it out, and then I'm gonna later go in with some Revolution lip gloss, and I'm placing that in the middle to just give her a nice nude ombre effect. But because it was a little bit too pinky, what I decided to do was take a MAC's Dionysus lip gloss just to neutralize it, and then I finished it off with a pop of gloss. Yes, you can never go wrong with gloss. gloss. I'm the gloss connoisseur, so just get ready to see gloss in basically all of my tutorials. And yeah, so this is the finished look, and I hope you enjoyed it.